Good morning, dear one. Take a moment, right here, to pause. You have awakened to a new day, a fresh canvas of possibility stretching out before you. It doesn't matter how yesterday unfolded, nor what the world may expect from you today. What matters most is this: you are here, breathing, alive, and divinely chosen to begin again. This moment, this morning, is sacred. It is the threshold between what was and what can be. Too often, we are taught to leap into our days with urgency, checking phones, replaying worries, or racing toward tasks. But what if your morning was more than routine? What if it was a holy ceremony, a quiet space where you greet life with reverence instead of resistance? In truth, how you start your morning is how you live your life. Every thought, every breath, every word you speak upon waking plants a seed that blossoms throughout your day. This is the spiritual premise Louise Hay lived and taught, that mornings are moments of creation. The energy you bring into your morning colors every interaction, every decision, and every outcome. When you begin with love, peace, and intention, you give those same energies permission to multiply and return to you. You become the author of your reality instead of a reactor to circumstance. Each new sunrise is not just light rising over the earth, it's life rising inside you. And with that light comes a choice. Will I carry yesterday's burdens into today, or will I meet this morning as a beloved guest, welcomed with open arms? Louise reminds us that the universe responds not to our anxiety or hustle, but to our clarity and presence. The morning offers us clarity. It is the space where our mind is most open, our heart most receptive, and our soul closest to truth. Even 5 conscious minutes in the morning, a whispered affirmation, a moment of breath, a hand resting on the heart, can redirect the entire flow of the day ahead. So let this morning be different. Let it be a turning point, not in your calendar, but in your consciousness. You are not here to chase peace. You are here to become peace. Let your first thoughts be gentle, loving, and rooted in gratitude. And watch how life mirrors that energy back to you tenfold. You don't have to get it perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. All you need is the willingness to meet yourself with love before the rest of the world wakes up. And in doing so, you will align with the natural rhythm of abundance, joy, and ease that has always been available to you. So, dear one, I invite you now, take a deep breath, place your hand on your heart, whisper softly to yourself, "This is a blessed day. All is well." Let those words settle into your body. Let them soften your thoughts and open the door to receive everything good that this day holds. Because no matter what's ahead, you are not alone. You are guided, supported, and deeply loved. This is your morning. This is your life, and this is the perfect moment to begin again. Imagine 2 mornings. In the first, you wake up abruptly to the jarring sound of an alarm. You rush out of bed, already behind, your mind racing through a list of worries, tasks, and obligations. You reach for your phone, absorb the noise of the world before you've even grounded yourself in your own presence. The day hasn't even begun, yet you already feel scattered and tense. This kind of morning isn't just stressful, it sets the tone for everything that follows. Now, picture the second morning. You open your eyes softly. You take a slow, conscious breath. Before reaching for anything external, you reach inward with a gentle thought. Thank you. I am grateful for this day. You stretch, feeling your body waking up, and perhaps you sit in quiet for a few minutes, speaking affirmations that align you with peace and purpose. The world hasn't changed, but you have changed how you meet it. This contrast illustrates a truth that Louise Hay often emphasized. Your mornings are not a reaction, they are a creation. The energy you wake up with is not something that happens to you. It is something you have the power to shape. And the first few minutes after waking are not ordinary. They are sacred. In those first waking moments, your subconscious mind is most receptive. This is the part of you that quietly directs your feelings, actions, and reactions throughout the day. If you greet the morning with fear, doubt, or resistance, that energy gets woven into your experiences. But if you greet the day with love, clarity, and intention, you invite the same in return. The world often teaches us to wake up reactively, to brace ourselves, to prepare for problems, to get ahead. But Louise Hay's wisdom gently reminds us the only thing you need to get ahead of is fear. And the way to do that is through the loving awareness of your energy. Your morning is your steering wheel. It determines the direction of your emotions, focus, and frequency. A peaceful beginning doesn't mean a perfect day. It simply means you are anchored, prepared to respond instead of react. It means you carry your calm with you, like a quiet light inside your chest, no matter what arises. It is empowering to realize that you are not at the mercy of your circumstances, and you are not at the mercy of your mornings. You are their creator. You decide what energy walks with you into the world. Every morning is a choice. Will I tune into chaos or clarity? Will I pour from an empty cup, or will I take a few moments to fill my soul with light? Louise often said, the first words you say upon waking are like keys they unlock the kind of day you will live. So choose those words with love. Whisper them gently. Let them ripple out from your heart and shape your reality. You can begin with these simple affirmations. I begin my day with peace in my heart, and my first thoughts are loving and deliberate. I am safe, loved, and in control of my energy. These words are more than just phrases. They are energetic blueprints. They shape how your body feels, how your thoughts respond, and how the universe organizes itself around you. Let this be your new morning habit, not just to wake up, but to awaken to your power, your presence, and your peace. Because the truth is, how you begin your morning is how you begin your life, and you deserve to begin it beautifully. One of the most powerful morning habits Louise Hay taught was deceptively simple. Begin the day by saying thank you. Thank your bed for holding you through the night. Thank your body for breathing, healing, and resting. Thank your heart for beating, your lungs for expanding, and your eyes for opening. Thank the room, the light, the silence, the newness. It may seem like a small gesture, but gratitude has never been about grandeur. It has always been about awareness. You don't wait for a miracle to be grateful. You become grateful, and the miracle follows. Louise knew that gratitude is not just a spiritual idea, it is a transformative energy. When you express appreciation, even for ordinary things, you shift your focus from lack to fullness, from worry to trust, from resistance to flow. Gratitude is a sacred yes to life. It softens your heart, settles your nervous system, and gently dissolves anxiety. In its presence, fear has no room to root. So many people wait for something extraordinary to happen before they feel thankful. But what if the ordinary is extraordinary? What if the breath you just took is a miracle? What if the warmth in your room, the water in your glass, the ability to move your fingers, speak a word, or hear the birds outside, what if these are not small at all? Gratitude rewires the way we see the world. It doesn't require perfection. It invites presence, and in presence, everything becomes enough. Louise often said, "What you bless multiplies." So, bless the little things, the spoon in your hand, the floor beneath your feet, the air that fills your lungs. As you do, you'll feel a subtle shift. Your heart begins to expand, your energy becomes magnetic, and life responds with more to appreciate. Gratitude doesn't just change your mood, it changes your frequency. And your frequency is what calls in new opportunities, loving people, joyful experiences, and unexpected blessings. When you live in thankfulness, you become a match for miracles. Try this tomorrow morning. Before you do anything else, speak a gentle thank you aloud. Thank your bed, your pillow, your body, your breath. Thank the sunlight, the stillness, or even the rain. Thank whatever is here. No need to rush. Just allow yourself to feel the enoughness of the moment. Then say to yourself, I am grateful for this new day and the love that fills it. Everything I bless multiplies in goodness. And quote, thank you, life, for loving me so dearly. These affirmations aren't just words, they are keys. Each thank you unlocks a door to more peace, more joy, more abundance. And remember, you're not thanking life because it's perfect. You're thanking life because you're choosing to participate in it fully, open-heartedly. You're choosing to notice the beauty that's already here. In doing so, you invite even more. So now, pause. Place your hand on your heart. Close your eyes if you like. Take a breath and say aloud, I am grateful for being alive. Let those words echo through your being. Let them become your starting point, the gentle foundation on which you build your day. Because when you begin with gratitude, you begin with abundance, and everything good grows from there. One of the most life-changing habits Louise Hay shared with the world is also one of the simplest. Stand before the mirror and say to yourself, I love you. It sounds easy, maybe even silly at first, but it is among the most radical and healing practices you can do. Mirror work is not about vanity or performance. It is about connection, about facing yourself with honesty, tenderness, and presence. Every morning, you are invited to meet the most important person in your life, you. When you wake up and look into your own eyes, really look, you meet the soul behind the face. You greet your own humanity. And when you say, good morning, your name, I love you, you are not reciting empty words. You are creating a new dialogue between your conscious mind and your inner child, a conversation built on kindness instead of criticism, encouragement instead of judgment. At first, this practice may stir resistance. You might feel awkward or emotional. You may hear a voice whispering, you don't mean that. That's okay. Let it come. Let the tears come too. This is where healing begins, not in pretending, but in showing up anyway, again and again, until love becomes louder than doubt. Louise used to say, you've criticized yourself for years and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. The mirror gives you a place to do exactly that. Each day, as you repeat words of affirmation, your subconscious begins to soften. The harsh inner critic quiets. In its place, a new voice emerges. The voice of truth, compassion, and self-worth. You don't have to feel confident to begin mirror work. You don't even have to believe the words fully. You simply have to be willing to show up, willing to try, willing to open your heart to a new way of relating to yourself. Because how you treat yourself each morning becomes how you walk through the world. When you start the day affirming your worth, you begin to expect respect. You begin to speak with clarity. Make choices that honor you and allow in only what reflects your inner love. Try this. Tomorrow morning, before you reach for your phone or begin your routine, stand in front of the mirror. Look into your own eyes. Take a breath. Let yourself be still. Then speak these words gently and sincerely. Good morning. Your name. I love you. I am willing to see myself through eyes of love. I am proud of who I am becoming. And I love and approve of myself exactly as I am. Even if your voice trembles, even if your mind protests, speak the words anyway. The mirror becomes your sacred witness, and your reflection becomes your greatest teacher. This ritual only takes a few moments, but its effects ripple through your entire day. It helps you walk taller, speak softer, love deeper, because when you begin with self-love, you radiate it outward. And when you learn to truly love yourself, you stop looking for permission to exist. You realize you are already enough. So return to the mirror tomorrow and the next day and the next. Let this be your practice, your prayer, your promise. And each time you say, I love you, you'll feel it more. And eventually, there will come a morning when the words are no longer awkward. They will feel like home, because they are. The way you greet your body each morning sets the tone for how you will treat yourself and how life will respond to you. Just as the mind awakens through positive thoughts, the body awakens through loving, intentional movement. This doesn't require intense exercise or a rigid routine. It simply calls for connection, a moment of honoring the body as your sacred home. Louise often reminded us that the body is always listening. When you speak to it with love, it responds with vitality. When you move it with kindness, it rewards you with energy. So, begin your day by awakening not just the mind, but the entire physical self with grace and gratitude. Start small. Before you even rise from bed, stretch your arms overhead. Roll your shoulders gently. Wiggle your fingers and toes. With every motion, whisper a thank you. Thank you, hands, for all that you create. Thank you, feet, for carrying me through this life. Thank you, breath, for returning to me again and again. These simple gestures are not just stretches, they are gratitude in motion. They remind your body that it is appreciated, not criticized. They turn waking up into a ritual of reverence. If you enjoy it, move into light stretching or a few rounds of conscious breathing. Perhaps place your hands on your belly and chest and inhale deeply through the nose, filling your lungs with morning air. Exhale slowly, releasing sleep, tension, and any residue of yesterday. Do this 3 times slowly and deliberately. Let it be a reset. Or maybe you step onto a mat for a few moments of slow yoga, not as a chore, but as a thank you. As you bend, reach, and sway, think of it as a conversation with your body. Each movement is an affirmation. Each breath is a prayer. Each step is a commitment. I am here. I am alive. I am willing to begin again. Louise described movement as a way to reconnect with the flow of life. When you move with love, you align yourself with the rhythm of the universe. You step out of stagnation and into circulation. You show up not only for your body, but for your dreams. And if movement is limited today due to illness, injury, or fatigue, even the smallest gestures hold power. A gentle stretch of the fingers, a roll of the neck, or a few deep breaths can carry intention. What matters is not how much you move, but how you move. With love, with gratitude, with reverence for the miracle of being alive. Let the body hear these words. I love you. Thank you for carrying me. You are strong, wise, and always healing. The more you honor your body, the more it honors you. Your energy rises, your confidence grows. You feel safe, not because the world has changed, but because you have changed how you meet it. So tomorrow morning, rise with intention. Move slowly, breathe deeply. Say thank you with every stretch. And remember, when you move your body lovingly, you tell the universe, I am ready to dance with life. In a world that moves fast, speaks loud, and demands your attention from the moment you open your eyes, creating a pocket of peace in the morning is not just a luxury, it's a necessity for the soul. Before the emails, before the headlines, before the outside world enters, there is a sacred window where you can meet yourself in stillness. That space, though small, can shape the energy of your entire day. This is your morning privacy, a gift only you can give yourself. You don't need an hour, a retreat, or a meditation cushion to feel the divine. Sometimes 10 minutes of silence, intention, and breath are enough to open the doorway to peace. Begin by protecting this sacred time. If possible, wake just a little earlier, not to rush into doing, but to dwell in being. Step into a quiet corner of your home or stay nestled in bed a moment longer. Light a candle and watch the flame flicker. Wrap your hands around a warm cup of tea or water and sip slowly, savoring the simplicity. Let each sip be a silent blessing. Let the warmth on your lips remind you that you are alive and held by life. You might sit in silence or close your eyes and breathe gently. You might look out the window and watch the sky brighten, noticing how morning never arrives in a hurry, it unfolds in grace. You, too, are allowed to unfold that way. These small rituals are not idle moments. They are acts of devotion. They are how you meet the divine before the world tries to shape your energy. In this quiet space, you remember who you really are, not your to-do list, not your title, not your responsibilities. You are a soul, a being of light, a child of the universe, beginning a new day. Stillness, Louise often said, is not the absence of movement. It is the presence of awareness. When you slow down enough to hear your breath, to feel your heartbeat, to witness the soft arrival of morning, you are communing with life itself. You are grounding your energy before the world begins to pull at it. This morning space becomes your anchor. When the day brings unexpected challenges, you return to the peace you created at dawn. You carry it with you like a soft blanket, a protective light, a quiet knowing. I am centered, I am grounded, and I am guided. As you prepare to step into your day, repeat these affirmations gently. I give myself permission to begin my day slowly and with love. Stillness is my sacred teacher. Peace fills me before I step into the world. And if you'd like, close your eyes and picture yourself surrounded by golden morning light. See this light forming a gentle circle around you, calm, warm, protective. It moves with you. It shields you from noise. It magnetizes joy. It reminds you that you chose yourself first today. Every sunrise offers this invitation to begin from presence, not pressure, to choose quiet over chaos, to hear your own heart before the world tells you what to feel. When you create sacred space in the morning, you don't just prepare for your day, you return to your soul. Each new morning brings with it a silent invitation. Who do you choose to be today? In the hush before the world rushes in, you are offered a precious gift, the power to choose your thoughts, your words, and your energy with intention. This is the art of conscious choosing, and it is one of the most powerful tools you will ever possess. Your mind in the morning is like fertile soil, soft and ready for planting. What you sow in these early moments through your thoughts and affirmations grows throughout your day, blooming into the experiences you meet and the emotions you carry. You are the gardener, and your words are your seeds. The question is not if they will grow, but what they will grow into. Louise often said, "Your words are your wand. Wave them with care and wonder." This means every phrase you speak, especially upon waking, carries creative power. Words are not just sounds, they are vibrations. And vibration is what the universe listens to. When you say, "Today I trust life," with your whole heart, that vibration is felt, echoed, and returned. When you whisper, "I choose peace," it becomes the signal you broadcast to the world and the energy that meets you in return. So many people begin their day unconsciously, slipping into thoughts of stress, lack, or fear before even leaving their bed. But you have another way. You can pause and choose instead. You can meet the morning like a sacred guest, offering it the gift of your awareness. Try it now. Place a hand on your heart, close your eyes, and say aloud, "I am the author of my day." Feel that truth settle into your being. You are not at the mercy of circumstance. You are the one who decides how you will meet each moment, with fear or with love, with worry or with trust, with resentment or with gratitude. Affirmations become especially powerful when they are spoken with emotion and belief, it is not enough to repeat the words mechanically. You must feel them. Let the vibration of your affirmation match the emotion you wish to live. If you affirm love, feel love. If you affirm trust, breathe it into your chest. If you affirm peace, let your shoulders soften in response. Here are a few affirmations to gently shape the day ahead. I am the author of my day. I choose peace over worry. I speak love into every situation. Today, I trust life. Everything unfolds perfectly for my highest good. If you notice a limiting thought arise, something like, this day is going to be hard, or nothing ever goes right for me, do not judge yourself. Simply notice it, breathe, and choose again. Replace that thought with one that supports your joy, your health, your vision. Say instead, this day is unfolding with ease, or I am supported in all that I do. And this is not pretending, it is remembering. You are not fabricating a fantasy. You are aligning with your deepest truth that you are a co-creator with life, and you are worthy of peace, joy, and fulfillment. The universe doesn't respond to the exact words you say, it responds to the energy with which you say them. This is why conscious choosing matters. When you choose your morning energy with love, clarity, and intention, you align your vibration with all that is good, and good flows back to you with ease. So as you step into your day, remember, you are never powerless. You are never stuck. You have, in every breath, the opportunity to choose again and to choose well. The beauty of a loving morning practice is that it doesn't have to end when you leave your bed. In fact, the truest power of your affirmations is revealed not in stillness alone, but in how they shape the way you move through your day. Morning habits are not just rituals. They are blueprints, living, breathing reminders of the energy you've chosen to carry with you. When you begin your day in peace, gratitude, and self-love, you create an inner sanctuary, one that travels with you into every meeting, every decision, every conversation. That centered energy becomes a guiding light, helping you respond instead of react, breathe instead of brace, open instead of close. It's important to remember that gratitude is portable. Self-approval is not something you leave at your mirror. It walks beside you like a quiet friend. You can return to your affirmations any time, especially in moments when life feels chaotic or unsteady. Just because the morning passed doesn't mean the peace has to. Throughout the day, try inviting sacred pauses, brief moments where you close your eyes, take a breath, and gently affirm, all is well. These pauses take only seconds, but their effect ripples for hours. They remind your nervous system that it is safe to relax. They remind your mind that it is allowed to trust. They remind your heart that love is always a choice. When challenges arise, and they will, you don't need to abandon the energy of your morning. Instead, let those challenges become invitations to return to it. You can whisper to yourself, I began this day in love, and I can return to love now. That one sentence carries the power to interrupt fear, dissolve frustration, and restore clarity. Your morning practice sets the tone, but your daily life is the music. Together, they create a symphony of intentional living. And even when you feel offbeat, even when the melody falters, you can always choose to start again with one breath, one thought, one affirmation. Let these words support you as you move through your day. I carry morning peace into every moment. I am centered, calm, and guided by love. All is well, and I am at peace. These are not just phrases, they are anchors. They keep you grounded when the world tries to pull you into the tides of urgency, doubt, or fear. They are the continuation of the sacred space you created in the morning. And every time you return to them, you reinforce your alignment with joy, trust, and truth. At midday, or any time you feel scattered, take a gentle pause. Place your hand on your heart and whisper, I began this day in love, and I can return to love now. Let this be your reset, your soft landing, your compass pointing you home. Each morning you wake is not just another task on your calendar. It is a divine invitation, an opening, a blank page upon which you get to write the story of your day. How you begin shapes everything that follows. The first thoughts you think, the first words you speak, and the energy you greet yourself with ripple into every interaction, every choice, every moment. This is why mornings are sacred. They are mirrors reflecting not just your schedule, but your beliefs, your vibration, your willingness to live with presence and intention. When you rise with gratitude, breathe with awareness, and speak to yourself with love, you set the foundation for a life lived in alignment. The rituals you create each morning, mirror work, affirmations, stillness, movement, self-love, are not meant to be performance. They are pathways, practices that soften your inner world so your outer world flows more gracefully. Over time, they shift from things you do into the way you are. They become your lifestyle, a quiet rhythm of choosing peace again and again. Let this be your gentle reminder. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be present. Start small. Begin again, even after hard days. And know that the energy you choose in the morning is always available to return to, no matter the hour. Let these final affirmations be your morning prayer, your spiritual exhale, your daily reminder that love is both your origin and your destination. This is a blessed day. I have time for everything I need to do today. Life loves me, and I love life. I am grateful. I am grounded. I am glowing. Even if the day ahead brings uncertainty, you are already anchored in what matters. You are awake. You are breathing. You are creating from love. May your mornings be gentle, your words be kind, and your thoughts be loving. For how you start your day is how you live your life. If this message touched your heart, share one morning habit you want to begin tomorrow. Let gratitude be the light that guides your reply, and may it ripple out into the lives of everyone you meet.